Welcome back, my dear students. And in the subject of biology, today you will learn about the different other methods of the asexual reproduction. As you have studied about the some methods of the asexual reproduction, now come on the next method, and that method is the vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation. In the vegetative propagation, the asexual reproduction takes place with the help of the vegetative parts, whether they are stem, root, and leaves. My dear students, the example of stem, vegetative propagation means the regeneration of the new individual, new plant from the vegetative parts, not sexual part, from the vegetative parts like stem, roots and leaves. So the example of the vegetative part, vegetative propagation by stem is sugarcane, ginger, potato, ginger also, that is the rhizome, and potato. These are the example of the stem vegetative propagation from the stem. The stem get cut, and if get planted, then the new plant will arise. Now come to the root. The example of root is carrot, turnip. The carrot and turnip roots are able to produce new plant. These roots are able to produce new plant, carrot and turnip. And now in the case of leaves, bryophyllum is the example of the vegetative propagation from leaves. The leaves create the buds. So in these processes, the cellular proliferation involved, cellular proliferation and cellular enlargement involved in this type of vegetative propagation by stem, by root and by leaves. Now dear students, come to the, if you see the example of the bryophyllum, suppose this is the bryophyllum leaf. This is the bryophyllum leaf. So the new plant arises from here on the leaves like this. New plant. And dear student, this vegetative propagation is of several types. Artificial vegetative propagation, that is by, it will be artificial cutting, by cutting and by layering. Artificial means that is artificial if this is artificial, then it will be by cutting and by layering. Two methods are involved. By cutting, you cut the vegetative part and apply some nutritional substance so that the stem and get deep into the soil, and the stem will be able to generate new plant. While in the case of layering, the plant get dipped into the soil. The plant get dipped into the soil, which results the generation of new plant. And in the case of layering is of other types like mold layering. If you apply the mold layering, then this mold layering is like take a stem of the plant and mold it into the soil. Then you see that the generation of new plant. This is the stem. This is called mold layering. And there is air layering also. Air layering means if a plant is in the air, then the branch of the plant get cut at a place. It gets cut at a place and it gets layered to the soil and nutritional material, and this part is able to generate new plant. So dear students, the vegetative propagation is from stem, root and leaves, and there are artificial methods for the vegetative propagation for the variety improvement is like cutting and layering. Cutting means you cut the stem or root or leaves and propagate it into the proper manner, as well as the layering. Layering means directly you have to generate the new plant from the stem when it gets dipped into the soil. There is mold layering. Take the stem of the plant and mold it into the soil, then the molded part that will be able to generate new plant. Now air layering. In the air layering, if any aerial part of the plant stem that get cut and it get layered with the nutritional substance and soil, then this layered part that will be able to generate new plant. So these are the types of the vegetative propagation. And dear students, now come to the last method of the asexual reproduction, that is tissue culture. Tissue culture is very important as far as the variety improvement is concerned, and you see that this tissue culture is at the laboratory level. In the laboratory, there will be the collection of two samples of good plant tissue. Take the sample of two plant tissue, plant 1 and plant 2. Good plant, good variety, good plant. Plant 1 and plant 2 tissue get collected into the laboratory and it put into a petri dish like these are the tissue of the plant, and these again the tissue of the plant. Get mix it, then mix it, and you found if you mix it at one petri dish, then what will happen? The mixing occurs, mixed tissue like this, and you will find that by adding some nutrient, mixed tissue. Then in the later stage you will find that the creation or germination of new colony of the good variety. You will find that new colony of good variety plants are there and they get germinated. New and good variety plants are there. You will get as a result of the tissue culture. This is the method of tissue culture. So in the tissue culture, take the two samples. These are the samples. These will be simple samples. Tissue sample. Tissue samples. So you will get the new and good variety of plants. New small plants of good variety. New and good variety plants. You will find it as a result of the tissue culture. What happened in this tissue culture? Dear students, when these tissue get mixed, then the mixing of two DNA takes place. The mixing of these two tissue DNA takes place, which results the interlinking of the DNA and formation of new and good variety plants. Again, good variety plant. So tissue culture is very important as far as the variety advancement is concerned. My dear students, in this asexual reproduction, you have studied about the fission, fragmentation, budding, regeneration, vegetative propagation, tissue culture, and last but not least, finally, spore formation. Dear students, the spores get come out from the process of fission. In the case of some protozoan like malaria parasite, and in the case of some bacteria, spores are there, but that spores are 2 years. Now in the case of rhizopus, there is a separate sporangium and there is a separate hyphae. So in this case, these are spores of rhizopus, and if they get burst, then they come out from the sporangium, and when it mixes with the hyphae, this is hypha. When it mixes with the hypha, then the spore plus hypha equal to 2n. Then it will be diploid, and these spores are haploid. These spores are haploid. When they get mixed with the hyphae, then it will be 2n. This is sporangium. And this is hyphae. Hypha is the plural and hypha is the singular and hypha is the plural. So this hypha is having n, this spores is having n, and when n plus n get mixed, then there will be the 2n. So this Rhizopus complete plant, Rhizopus is diploid, 2n, but the spore of the Rhizopus is haploid, and hypha of the Rhizopus is haploid. Haploid and haploid mix, when they get mixed, then the diploid Rhizopus will be formed, and as a result of this spore formation, the colony of the Rhizopus or bread mold get spread. They get spread. So this is the last part of the asexual type of reproduction. My dear student, there are several significance of the and importance of the reproduction, that reproduction always ensure the existence of a particular species on this earth at a particular place, that is called niche, and by the reproduction that particular species increase their population in a niche, so that that population can succeed, which results that population can survive for a longer time. And this all happen only because of the reproduction, this one. So this is very important as far as the life cycle of an individual is concerned. Thank you, my dear students. Thank you very much for revising this video.